What's up guys, Nate here with Homestretch Racing Co. coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be getting straight into the body work on this car. So as you guys remember in the last video, we got the engine, everything all buttoned up, got the cooling system and fuel system all done. Car runs great, everything works. So if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, definitely recommend going back and watching them just so you can get up to speed and see everything that we've done here. But yeah, everything works, everything's good. Got all our gauges hooked up. I ended up having to get a thread adapter here for the glow shift temp sensor because the temp sensors from glow shift are a 1/8 by 27 NPT and there's nothing on this car that size. So I ended up having to get a 1/8 by 27 female to a 3/8 by 18, I believe it was, male fitting adapter. And everything worked good, no problems there. Gauges work really nice. I started getting the center console back in. My cigarette lighter works finally. Ended up being a half-blown fuse. I don't know, but it was working and then it wasn't, so whatever. But the gauges all work and everything. I do have a new Hurst chrome stick coming and a black with a white lettering Hurst shift knob. Just for that classy, fancy look. Something that really fits the profile of this car. I have been trying to find like the Hurst shifter boot for these cars. If you have a 79 to 86 car, you know which one I'm talking about. It's Hurst's very own like little bezel here that snaps into the center console, but they're always broken. Everybody, I don't know if it was just a quality thing or what, but they're always broken. The front two mounting tabs are always broken off and they just never stay in. So my idea to remedy that, because I'm never going to be able to find one that's nice, is I've been using the automatic shifter bezel. As you can see here, I had to notch this one out because the engine was tilted towards the passenger side in the car, and that moved the shifter over. So to make clearance for that, I had to notch this out, but this will end up going in the trash. But we'll be using this one. And then we have this like Spectre AutoZone special Hurst style shift boot that we'll be using. But the shifter arm I have in the car that I got off eBay years ago is really thick and beefy because it's just aluminum. And it really stretches that boot and tries to tear it. So it's meant for a Hurst style shifter arm, so we're going to put a Hurst arm in it with a black shift knob, and should have a nice, clean, complete OG look, which is what I'm going for. But yeah, we've done everything else, so now we got to start tackling the big eyesore here that's been staring at us this whole time, which is the paint and body work. So yeah, that was originally the reason I had parked it this time around and started taking it apart, because I was just going to repaint it, but started coming across other things and all the rust that I've been putting off, and it just kind of snowballed into this. So this is why we're here. But as you guys remember, I did get this door jamb painted, and actually came out pretty nice. So I got the door painted, got all this painted. I do need to get new weather strip, don't mind that. And we also got the trunk jamb painted. You can't really see it because the hatch is closed, and I don't feel like opening it. But the next game plan here for this is I need to fix this rocker here. This is like the last piece of rust repair we really need to do. So we need to fix that. And then I want to get this door jamb painted, get the door on, and start knocking out the body work, get the car primed and painted, and we can start on reassembly. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I need to start making templates for that rocker skin so I can figure out how I'm going to actually repair it. And yeah, we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so essentially this is what we're looking at here. Got our template cut out. So now I just got to trace it onto some steel, cut it and bend it, and keep double checking the fit, and then we can start tacking her in. So let's get to it. All right, so as you can see, the rocker patch is in. We got it tacked in, ground down. Now, obviously it's not the prettiest thing yet, but it's definitely going to get there. And you can also see that the panel doesn't extend all the way to the front of the rocker. And the reason I wasn't really concerned about that is because the fender actually covers all of that. So you'll never see any of that. But the only thing that matters is this piece, that section that protrudes outwards that matches the profile of the rocker here. So once that's all slathered up with Bondo and filled in and sanded and whatnot, it'll look a lot better. And then from there we can clean up this door jamb here. I can finish knocking down the Bondo on the back of the rocker here, where the paint was kind of bubbling up. Wasn't anything structural, thank goodness, but I want to, smooth it out and whatnot. And then from there, we'll get the door jamb painted, and then we'll clean up this door, paint that, throw it on. And then from there, we can knock out the rest of the body work, which there really isn't a whole lot. Most of it's already done. It's just like continuing on block sanding and then prepping the hatch, prepping the roof and whatnot. And then it'll be just priming and painting. So yeah, let's see if I can find some Bondo around here. All right, so as you can see, we got everything masked off and we got our first coat of primer on the jam here. Actually, it's coming out pretty good. Rocker ain't looking too bad. Yeah, you can see our little patch repair we did back here. Well, not like a patch, but cleaned it up and smoothed it out. Came out good. Rocker don't look too bad. Like I said, that section that curves behind you won't really see. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get the jam painted tonight. And from there, once the jam's painted, we can start cleaning up this door, get this door put on. We'll obviously get the inside of the door painted to match and whatnot, but we'll get the door put on and further prep the car for paint. So I'll let you know when we start laying some paint down. Alrighty, so got our first coat of black on here. Kept it pretty light, just a slight mist just to get the surface wet and ready for the paint to really cling to everything. But so far, looks like it's gonna come out really good. Rocker still looks pretty promising. I'm not really seeing anything too crazy. So again, this is just the first coat, keeping it light, but I'll probably do 3 coats. I did 2 coats of primer, so I'll do 3 coats of the black and then peel the tape and let it dry for the night. But yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, so it's been a few days since I had the camera rolling on this thing, and we've done a few things. So as you can see, we got the door jamb completely painted, and it didn't come out too bad. I do have a run right here. I'm not sure what happened. I was doing it really light, but I guess it just pulled up there. But it's the door jamb, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, came out good. Rocker came out good. It's not the prettiest thing, but it'll definitely do the job. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So the game plan is I'm hoping by the end of this weekend, I'll have this door completed, like the inside of it painted and whatnot and ready to go. So as you can see, I already went through and cleaned like the pinch weld seam here where they like wrap the door skin around the frame of it. And then they like spot weld it and seam seal it and whatnot. So again, did the same thing I did to the driver door months back, was just take a wire brush, well, an assortment of wire brushes, I should say, and get all like the scaly grime and dirt and rust and whatnot out, because this is the original passenger door for the car. The driver door has been replaced already, but this door is a little rough, you know. It's not perfect. As you can see, it's not like rotted. There's no holes. It's just really heavily pitted. So like, I want to stop that while I can. So like I said, just went through, cleaned it up, did some undercoating on it. And if this is dry by tonight, I'll put some seam seal on it, reseal the whole door. And then once that's dry, maybe tomorrow or Sunday, I'll get the door painted, at least, like I said, this inside portion, because I want the doors and everything. I want the whole car to match, right? I don't want any mixed shades of black here. So we'll get the inside of the door painted so it looks just as good as the rest of the jam does. We'll get the door mounted back on the car. We'll get both doors adjusted so everything like fits as it's supposed to, because that's important, especially before you do your paint job, right? You want all your panel gaps and everything to match. And then once the doors are on and adjusted, we'll do the final like last bit of body work, which is just kind of going over everything and cleaning and whatnot, making sure everything's ready. And then sometime next week, it'll probably be a process throughout the week as I go. We'll get the car painted and cleared. I do have Spray Max 2K clear on the way. Excuse me. It was like 6 cans for 120 bucks off Amazon. It'll be here on Monday. Spray Max is an expensive, more expensive type of clear, but it is automotive grade clear in aerosol form. So it should hold up to the elements and withstand more abuse better than just regular like spray paint clear. This is like a 2-part clear, so it should just work better. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully sometime this week we can get the car painted. I'm really excited, honestly, because the paint is like the last big thing that this car needs, and then it's just reassembly and, you know, just getting it ready to go again. So I'll probably, once the car's painted and like complete. Obviously, I'll still be filming content and whatnot. Whatever I'm doing with this car, you guys will definitely see. But I just want to drive it, man. Like, summer's already almost over. We're halfway through August already, and it's still sitting in here, not done. So the car's been down long enough, I feel like, and we need to, you know, step up and just get her ready to go, man, because I miss it. And you can see there's a driver's seat in the car now. A couple days ago was my birthday, and a couple of my buddies came over, and we decided to throw a seat in it and take it around the block. And that's exactly what we did. And I'll put those clips in here. So as you can see, old girl still gets it. Got that dirt nasty burnout for the win, you know, birthday Bernie's. But yeah, so just a quick little glimpse here of our new shifter setup. So this is like an AutoZone Spectre Hirsch style shift boot. And then I got a knockoff Hirsch like shift lever. I found this guy on eBay. I don't remember what his name is, but I like the tall 10-inch single bend. I don't like the dual bend like a lot of Fox bodies have. This gives me that like old school feel that I really like. And then we got the genuine Hirsch shift knob, because if you're gonna fake it, you gotta have like a little bit of authenticity, you know what I mean? It's gotta look the part, and I feel like the Hirsch knob really does that. But I know this isn't the best conditions to see it, but I think it came out really nice. So that's done. Got our LMR radiator hold down on here. I might have already showed you this, I don't know. But yeah, slowly but surely it's all coming together. So like I said, hopefully I can get this door ready tonight and, you know, further get us along towards paint. So I'll let you know how it goes. All right, guys, so we got both doors back on. They're adjusted, ready to go. Big shout out to my buddies Alex and Julio that came over and gave me a hand with this. Could not have done without you guys. If you guys are doing anything with doors or any major panels, definitely have an extra set of hands to help out, because doing this by yourself is an absolute nightmare. So big thanks again, guys. We couldn't have done it without you. But both doors are on and adjusted. Everything came out good. Now it is worth noting that usually panel gaps on Fox bodies are pretty subpar. They weren't really built to the best standards and the best materials. So the fact that these doors line up as decent as they do, that's pretty good, and I'll take it. So as you can see, like I said, pretty consistent gaps here. Now this door actually has like the pop that Fox body doors usually have, especially on like OG Survivor cars that haven't been messed with. So I'm really happy that this door has that, because that's something a lot of cars usually end up losing along the years. So the fact that this still has that popping action, that's pretty sweet. I do have the rubber molding just sitting in here. I'll probably pull it out once I'm ready to actually paint the car. I'll pull the molding off and just mask off everything and then shut the door on it. That way, any overspray that does get in the door jamb, it's not like a hard edge, you know what I mean? It'll blend in with what's already in the door jamb. So, pretty happy with that. Also, new strikers. This is all new hardware, by the way. Like, haven't left anything alone. So, the brand new striker came out good. I also got new weather strip coming. I got the new tire sticker placard that goes there. I also have the little Ford emblem crests that go in this pocket. Now, I don't know what cars they came factory on, but this car's going to have it. It's just a little extra, nice little touch, you know? So that's pretty sweet. Oh, I'm nervous. Nice. Pretty nice action on that door. This one isn't as nice, but this isn't the original door to the car. And it's actually from a newer car. I believe this is from an 88 LX car. But it doesn't have as smooth of an action. The shutting action is really nice, but the initial opening, you got to kind of pull it first, just a hair, and then it pops open on its own. So it's like, whatever, not a big deal. I'm not going to sit here for 3 days and mess with the door alignment trying to get it perfect. Like, this is how it's living. It is what it is. I'm limited to the striker adjustment and the hinge adjustment, and I'm kind of at the limit of what I can get. So there's probably something wrong with this door Or it could be something wrong with the car, I don't know. But I really don't care at this point. All I care about is that the door actually has a nice, decent action, which it does. So the hatch is also the same way. Hatch opens and closes really nicely. But yeah, pretty sweet. It's almost a complete car again. I'll show you the clear coat. Excuse me. So this is what $120 in clear coat looks like. So if you're doing anything for like an at-home spray paint job, anything using spray paint, this is the clear coat you're going to want to use. This is the Spray Max 2K Clear. It is like the best option for like a spray paint job. If you're going to do it like professionally, you can definitely have better options. But as far as like an aerosol form, this is the way to go. And this stuff is pretty nasty, so I definitely recommend getting some kind of respirator or a mask while you're using it, because it is pretty nasty stuff. But it's going to make this car shine, and I absolutely cannot wait to see it. If it looks half as good as like the door jambs and stuff do, it's going to be great. So yeah, hopefully within the next couple days, I can get everything, I can do the final sanding and cleaning on the car and just make sure everything is ready. And then I'll get like a fan set up with a filter to like suck air out of the garage. And then I'll set up like a filter with a screen so I have fresh air coming in filtered. That way I don't have any small particulates getting onto the paint as I'm spraying. I want to give this the best shot I can to having like a decent enough paint job, especially this being like my first time actually repainting a whole car. This is kind of a big deal. You know, I want to give this the best try. So I know it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be little flaws and whatever, but at least I'll be able to say I gave it a good shot. And no matter what, the outcome's going to be great. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when we get finished with all the body work. All right, guys. Well, this is it. Old Girl is finally ready for paint. So this will probably be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if you guys have been watching the whole series so far, I really appreciate it. If you want to leave any feedback, you know, like, subscribe, whatever, again, it's greatly appreciated. So yeah, everything's ready to go here. All I really need to do is get everything wiped down, blown off. I'll start taping everything off, hit it all with the tack rag, and in the next video, we're going to shoot some paint on this thing. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. And let's get this thing painted.